Good morning everybody and welcome to Pimp, my Peon. Today I have something new, something fancy for you, hopefully. While I shuffle these teams, I don't know, I'm just gonna always keep going like this and then eventually. Anyway, but I have something special for you, and that is, as you can see, we have two new races amongst other shenanigans. But we have the goblins and we have the blood elves. We're gonna be playing the blood elves today, mostly because they also have a voice set which the goblins don't have yet, and I kind of want to show them off. Although I have to admit, I think the goblins are probably better, but whatever. Let's play some blood elves, shall we? So, as you can hear, ready to work. Yes, they do have a voice set, voiced by OD Pixel. And I think it's pretty fantastic, let me be honest with you. So, I kind of like the spawn spot. Now, before, you guys knew that there was always a little bit of an awkward thing going on with the spawns, because we could only have 10 teams. It's not possible to have more than 10 teams. We really wish we could have more than that, but it just simply doesn't work. So, what we did... seems I'm gonna win this one. Yeah, he hasn't upgraded yet. Okay, let's get out. Actually, no, I think I can... Nah, let's get out. Let's get out. This is okay. Everybody retreat. Everybody retreat. Okay. But before it was, we had the problem of having, having 12 bases, but only 10 players. Because we couldn't have more than 10 players. Now, as a result, we decided to just leave 2 bases empty. Which wasn't a great solution, but it was a solution. And it's honestly the best we could do, right? We had to come up with something. Now, we changed that up a little. We now have removed 2 bases from the map. And those are the 2 corner bases in the top right and in the bottom left. The idea there is that by removing those 2 bases, we are gonna make it so that the 2 empty spots are always in the corners, so you don't accidentally, or like unfortunately I guess, end up in a corner spot with one of the bases next to you being empty, which was the worst thing that could happen to you. I've had it happen multiple times to myself, and honestly at that point you might as well quit. Right? Seriously, there's just no point to even playing anymore. You lost. And I think that was terrible. So now everybody at least has 2 people next to them. Always, right? Now, I know that's not like the most amazing solution in the world. But until we can have 12 players, that's just what we're gonna have to go with. Right? Until we have this big problem fixed that we can't fix, then I guess this is a start, right? So yeah, that's kind of that. Anyway, let me go ahead and start summoning some more dudes. No, let me go ahead and actually explain the Blood Elves. The Blood Elves are, in my opinion, a pretty interesting race. They are also the first race that we actually came up with an ability for from scratch. So usually we kind of take Warcraft 3 inspired stuff, or we, just take the abilities from the original Pimp My Peon. But for the Blood Elves, we just made something up from scratch, which is a first for us. So we hope that you enjoy the ability. Now, what is it? Every time a Blood Elf dies, they're gonna leave a little pool of blood on the ground. As long as you have your units on the pool of blood, they will be gaining an incredible amount of health regeneration. So if I say an incredible amount, this goes up to... Originally it was 50%, turns out that maybe... is a bit high. So up to 25% of their maximum HP, which is still a lot. That is a lot of HP regeneration. So now that in of itself honestly isn't that crazy and unique, right? Like honestly, you could say it's just a different version of lifesteal. And to a certain extent, yeah, like it kind of is, right? It's kind of similar to lifesteal. But there's one very, very important aspect that makes them, in my opinion at least, very different from the Undead. And that's the Blood Elf Leader. So the Blood Elf Leader is this Invoker guy right here. The Invoker has 3 abilities. He has a heal, he has a buff that you can put on your Blood Elves, but most importantly, he has Flame Strike. Now, Flame Strike What does it do? It puts down a Sunstrike in a targeted area, right? And then any units, this includes allied ones, in that area are going to take quite a bit of damage, right? It's a very powerful ability, but again, it damages your own stuff. Now, this is where the regeneration aspect of the Blood Elves come in. Most enemies can't really tank multiple Sunstrikes. One is fine sometimes, right? But multiples just isn't happening. While the Blood Elves, because of their inherent ability to, whenever somebody dies, to regenerate a lot, they can actually take it. So, it's really about a positional game. Right, that's what the Blood Elves are about. You want to put yourself in a good position where you can abuse the Flame Strike AoE, you can abuse the Pool of Blood AoE to keep yourself going and keep yourself growing stronger. While at the same time, making sure you actually get to fight. Right, so it's actually pretty interesting, I think. It's a little different from the other races, while at the same time it's still mostly Pimp my Peon. Now, as I mentioned, one of these is okay, right, you can kind of deal with it. Multiples is really where the problem comes in. And that's the thing about the Blood Elves. With the Blood Elves, you really need to be careful with your leader. Ah, there we go, we lose one. That's unfortunate, but you have to be careful with your leader. Especially in the later stages of the game. If you end up losing your leaders, you're putting yourself in a very bad spot. These are incredibly valuable units and you have to be careful with them. So, that's something that I can tell you right away as a little bit of a tip. If you're playing Blood Elves, make sure that your leaders stay alive. They matter a lot, right? And they are very, very powerful. Let's be honest, the regeneration ability, while good, it does get overpowered by something like the human, right? The humans, honestly, the humans have that whole insta-kill thing. That's a little stronger. But what makes the Blood Elves good is the combination of the Flame Strike with the healing. That is actually... And also people just not returning my attacks. You know what? That's okay. Seems this guy has not played before. Oh wait, I didn't... Oh, you can see the Sunstrike in the Fog of War. I'm gonna have to tell Noya about that. I didn't know. Now these numbers, by the way, we are still working on them. We're still trying to figure everything out. Honestly, out of the two races that we implemented, at first the goblins were just completely broken. So we nerfed them and they were still broken. And then we nerfed them again and they were still broken. So we nerfed them again. And that's where we are at now. Right now I think they are mostly fine. But again, we aren't really sure, right? Like most of what we do is just through experimentation and trying to make everything work. Just through trying to make it work. Like that's honestly the thing. I did math on this, right? And I tried to figure out the right values. And for example, I think for the Blood Elves, I hit right on the mark if it comes to the early levels. The later levels, I screwed up a little, right? I didn't really, like my math was a little off on that. Or let me be honest, I didn't actually do the math on that. Data levels too much. I just randomly picked some values, but for the early ones, I think I hit it right on the mark, and it's a good ability. It's useful, but it's not too strong. God damn it! Sometimes I hate super peons. Okay, we should actually upgrade right here. Always forget about that. Yeah, that's something that we're gonna do next. It's on the priorities list. But yeah, goblins are strong, as you can see. Yes, goblins are very powerful. So, yeah. But I just wanted to show off the Blood Elves because they do have the voice set and everything. They are using the silencer model. So as you can see, this is what he looks like. It's actually quite funny, let me be honest with you. I think silencer looks quite silly. But yeah, the next two races to come would be the skeletons and the night elves. And then last but not least, we're gonna do the treants. The treants are gonna be last because they need to have a new ability, right? And I have some ideas, but I want that last race to be more complex than the other ones, right? Like even this, god damn it, even this race right here is mostly pretty simple, right? It's mostly just we have our guys and we're just attacking, and what makes them a little different is you know, you want to micro to be on top of the blood pools, and you want to micro to make sure that you hit good flame strikes, but in the end they are mostly just let's box and A-click into a direction, right? Well, for the Treants, I have a very different playstyle in mind, and that's gonna require some testing and figuring out, though, as did the Blood Elf ability. So yeah. Anyway, I guess we'll just play this out. I mean, this guy's getting pretty much run over. So against the Meepos, right, against the goblins, one tip: kill them early. Show no mercy, like at all. Right? Oh, I'm getting attacked. Well, that's a first. But yeah, don't show any mercy if it comes to those guys. Seriously. If you do, if you let them actually, like, fight and get strong, they will ruin you in the late game. They always do, because they get more money than everybody else. That's the elf. Get it? Anyway. But yeah, that's their ability. Goblins get more gold for kills and more wood. So you want to be very careful if it comes down to letting those guys stay alive. Like, preferably, you want to kill them as soon as you can, right? So make goblins your targets. If you don't, they will destroy you late game. They just do. There's nobody that's stronger than goblins late game just because they have more money than you do, which can be quite a problem, as you might imagine. Oh, he's out of super peons. Well, that's fun. Okay, we're gonna kill him right now. Sorry. You know that this guy's dying. So, as I mentioned, these guys also have a healing ability, which is pretty neat. I personally use the healing quite a bit, because you aren't always in a position where you just want to sacrifice your dudes, right? The healing actually comes in quite handy. And they also have a buff, which isn't super strong, right? It's not bad. It actually is, like, gives you 20 armor, gives you bonus damage, right? It's actually pretty good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just, you know, I feel like the Flame Strike and the healing are a little better, so I generally use my mana for those things. But that's of course up to you. Like, that's how you want to use it. You do your thing, right? Like, you don't have to play how I play. That's one of the cool things I think we have accomplished recently about Pimp Peon. We have actually enabled different playstyles. I feel like it's actually possible to have a different strategy going into it now, as opposed to, like, at the start where we just kind of had, like, something that was min-maxing everything. So anyway, you see right there, right? Like, the Blood Elves, they can actually tank the Flame Strike, while, because I'm maxing out the healing, right? I have high levels into that, while the other races really can't. And that is what makes them distinct, that's what makes them unique, and that's what makes them powerful. So again, it's really all about these invokers. You gotta keep them alive, you gotta be careful with those. Okay. Oh no, he stole my kill! No! Shit! That was my super peon, man. That's kind of bad, actually. Like, that's actually a pretty big deal. I should have made... Ah, well, it's my fault, though. I should have definitely have made... Oh, no, of course I immediately run into a fucking super peon. But I should definitely have made sure that... Of course I can. Yeah, look at that. See that? He didn't reposition his units. And now we are... Well, we lost the fight anyway, just because I didn't have my full army there. But even though I didn't have my full army there, right? Like, we still did pretty well. That's just because of the Flame Strike, right? And so it's all about positioning. You have to be careful while playing against Blood Elves. You have to be careful. Let me go and upgrade this. And get a bit more food. Why not? And let's run in here. Kind of want to... get rid of these fellas. Again, Meepos are super scary. Super, super scary. Don't let them get anything at all. And this Meepo is the one that's currently doing pretty well. I'm not putting up with that. I'm not. I'm getting rid of this shit right away. No, you're supposed to attack. Thank you. Yes. Okay. But yeah. We gotta heal this up. Now, the thing about the Invokers, though, while the Flame Strike does have a decent range, right, it's not super huge. So they are always in danger, right? Again, be careful with those guys. So, what am I getting next? I always like maxing out or not necessarily maxing it, but getting early levels into the racial ability, because it's pretty damn strong if you get more points into it. Right, the Blood Elves end up becoming quite scary. Let me be honest, we have a little... development version, right, where we test stuff, And the original version of the Blood Ice was ridiculous. The AoE of the Blood was bigger. And it had went up to 50% regeneration. And mistakes had been made, I guess. That would be the best way to put it. Oh my god, would you mind fucking off? I didn't even notice that. Yeah, so I guess that's a nice way to transition on into something else. Work on the global announcer has been started. So usually in Dota you have your announcer, right, who is like, your base is under attack. And we don't have that in here. That's deliberate though. We're gonna have our own announcer. And a friend of mine is gonna do that, being Savis. I'm sure you all know him. Well, if you don't, then that's fine too. But he has a very nice voice. He does some acting, right? And he's gonna be able to get us a nice announcer, I think. So we will have our own unique announcer, just like we will have our own unique voice lines for basically everything in the game. Can you fuck off already? Can you not? Okay, this is kind of risky because I really don't want these to die, but... Ah, nice! Nice. Got him. Got him. Oh, by the way, you see those sunstrikes, right? Like, you see enemy sunstrikes. So the reason that he got hit by those is just because he didn't dodge, which is entirely his fault. You have to dodge these. But, you know, people aren't used to it yet, so I'm just here happily abusing it. Okay. I think I have had enough of his shenanigans, so time to get rid of this. Yeah. Time to get rid of him. Yeah, honestly, I'm just in a much better spot than him. I have 4 times as many kills. You can't... Look, that's just a scenario where he's gonna lose the fight. Oh, no. Damn it. But yeah, like, look, if you're that far behind on kills, you're gonna lose. You gotta be a bit more active. Okay. So this is actually something I still don't understand. Like, so many people are talking about how the corner bases are the best ones and the middle ones are the worst. While honestly, in my experience, like, the corner bases are by far the worst and the middle ones are by far the best. Right? And I'm just completely baffled by that statement. As you can see, this guy just didn't get to fight as much, right? No, let me say that he also didn't seek it out an appropriate amount. So, you know, I guess he could have played a little better, but nonetheless, right? Oh God, I need to be more careful with these. But nonetheless, right? There's like a certain level of you actually gotta go fight and gotta make something happen, right? The game is not gonna win for you. And let me go ahead and actually say this right away. This is something that I feel like a lot of people seem to not understand about my design philosophy if it comes to this. But I'm not afraid to let people lose, right? I feel like if you lost, then that's your fault. Don't be bad. And I know that sounds a little cocky. And I guess it is, but honestly, it's a competitive game mode, right? If you lose, then let's be honest, that's probably your fault, and you shouldn't be bad, right? And, you know, you gotta play better. Because from my experience, good players at Pimp My Peon tend to win, right? Like, I probably play more of this game mode than anybody else in the world, because I constantly do playtests. I constantly try to make sure that everything is balanced and come up with new things. Honestly, most of my day is working on this mode, and it's actually getting a little excessive, I gotta admit. Like, I gotta spend more time on YouTube, but but that's okay. Oh, come on, of course. I mean, how many super PLs has that guy used on me? Every single time I go over there, it just blows me up. Man, that's getting a little annoying. But yeah, I'm spending a lot of time on this, and it's just, I win a lot, right? And I feel like the people I recognize that I play with often, right, they also tend to do really well. It's always the same group of people, because they know what to do, they know how to go about it. So I firmly believe this is actually like a perfectly competitive mode, and you know, if you don't want to lose, then you gotta try not being bad. Kind of, I guess. Okay, I think we got him. Seems to be out of super peons, yeah. Fantastic. And the funny thing is, it's not that he was always using them on me. I just randomly walked into his base every single time he ended up using one, which is unfortunate, but, you know, that's how it was. So, that's the last Meepo eliminated. Okay, that's good. So, by the way, if you're playing Meepos, you're making yourself a huge target. Right, you gotta be aware of this. Nobody's gonna put up with Meepos. Because they are the scariest race. They are. They are. They get out of hand so quickly. Okay, seems I'm actually able to break in here just fine. I just made my base attack move over here. You go, Garish! I believe in you. Oh, man. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Let's increase our spawn rate right here. Yes. Seems like a decent idea. Get some more armor. Honestly, I found the armor to be something that is blatantly underused in Pimp My Peon. Just, you know, getting high armor values early on is actually really important. And I did the math on all of this, by the way. Right? I have like a giant spreadsheet that is literally just damage values in relation to certain armor types or armor values, right? So that's all it is, and it's just like once after I was done with that spreadsheet, it just became obvious so quickly that armor is super important. It is probably the most important thing in the game. Okay, you don't need to go super heavy on it, right? But you gotta make sure you actually have some, because I see people running around like him. Actually, no, he has a lot of armor. Holy shit. Okay, I'm sorry then. I kind of didn't see that, right? Oh yeah, because that one guy, he spawned into that direction blocking off his shield. I didn't see that shield. I thought he didn't have a shield yet. Okay. God damn it. Super peons. Yeah, increase the spawn rate again so I can build up my army quicker. Get myself some bigger weapons, bigger guns, better guns. And I guess we can buff some of these up. Not too many, because we need our mana. But, you know, just a few. For now. Okay, let's go in. Let's end this shit. Oh man, he still has 2 super peons left. This is gonna take a while. Yeah, let me be honest, that's a change we made that I personally am not super happy about. I feel like maybe we should revert it, right? Maybe you shouldn't gain super peons for killing somebody. And retreat. Okay. You know what? I'll just keep a few in here. Not too many, not too many. Just enough to force a super peon. Just enough to force a super peon. That's all I need. That's all I need. Okay. Yeah, I gotta be careful there. I don't want to get him free money. Let me get this. And I think at this point we want to get like a value point into Bash and start getting maybe some more HP again. Okay, so you of course can't just deny your dudes and then heal them up that way. Which I think is actually something that's pretty valuable. Right, as you can see, the regen is just... Okay, he's gonna use a super peon now. Probably? No, no. I just destroyed the green guy now. Okay. Maybe we should start working on somebody else in the meantime. Ah, we can attack the ancient now. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just kind of... I don't want to overcommit to this. I just don't. Let me go ahead and get a bigger army so I can attack more people. He's gonna have to use the super peon soon. Okay, where did they fight? Wait. No, I killed this one, didn't I? No, somebody else did. Somebody stole that one from me. So, over here, I think. It's probably reasonable. Okay, yeah, we found somebody. Who is that? Orcs. Okay. Oh no, oh no. My tiny army can't handle that. Okay, we're gonna have to send a few more in here, I think. They are very, very much just staying alive forever, because every single time one of them dies, right, they become bigger and badder and stronger again. Okay, we got ourselves a 4th Invoker. Oh, there we go. Oh no! That one Invoker walked into his base. Shit. No, 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 no! Get that range away from me. God damn it. Okay, let me go then. Increase our HP some more. Always like getting a value point into the poisoned weapon too. I mean, it's not that expensive mostly. It's just about the slow, alright? I don't know. He still has another super peon. So the reason why I'm not moving in my entire army to just force it immediately is because I don't want to give him too many kills when he uses the super peons. Because I've actually seen comebacks happen that way, and I really don't want that. Seems like a pretty bad idea. Oh, by the way, even though other Blood Elves, like they share the Blood Pool animation, right, you don't actually get healed for those. You only get healed for your own. So, I think that's something important to keep in mind. Oh, there we go. That's the last one there. Finally. Okay. Now we just gotta wait this one out and then we can finally get rid of him. I mean, hell yeah, it's about time. Okay. Oh, by the way, a clock is also something that's a work in progress. Alright, I guess I could actually tell you what our next, like, right now, what are our next goals. So we want a clock. We want a visual indicator for when a level up is available. We want the super peons to be invincible. And what we also want is what we call a Pimp podium. Which at the end of the game, right, you see there's this windscreen, right? Like on the right side, there are some stats which are completely useless. We're probably gonna have to change those. If that's possible, I'm not sure. But what we want, what we think is would be kind of cute, is if we also had a so-called Pimp podium, right? Which, what would that be? The Pimp podium would be showing off the peons of the winning player, right? Just showing one of them how they look, and maybe you can spin them around a bunch or something like those lines. But that's something I think would be really, really cool if we could make it happen. But yeah, you know, again, it's just one of the next things that's coming. But I like giving you these update videos because I think it's pretty important that you guys know that we're actually working on it, right? That actually there's constantly progress being made. We're always doing something new, and yeah, so that's kind of it, I guess. Do we go for him? I mean, who's left? I know they are, like, I know this is all cleaned out. I got rid of all of these. This kill was stolen from me, but I killed these. And actually, I don't know. Did I not kill him? I'm not sure who I killed exactly. No, I used the super peon already. Yeah, right, okay, so I killed all of them except for this guy. So, time to get rid of this guy, I guess. He still has a super peon left, though. But I'm not scared of him. He's too far behind, so even if he blows me the fuck up. Oh, hello. Yes. I think he's searching for me. For now. Okay. Well, that's kind of interesting. It's always tricky. Alright, backdooring is always something that can happen. Okay. Sunstrikes. Gotta be careful. You just gotta be careful. If you aren't careful against these guys, you will get blown up. Okay, let me get these. Now, by the way, I just want to say this, right? Like, do I think that the Blood Elves are overpowered? Not at all. Not at all. I know they seem very strong right now, but you gotta keep in mind that even in a regular match of Dota, I can play a shitty hero and just destroy my opponents who are less experienced than me, and that hero is gonna seem overpowered, right? That's just not how it works. That's just not how you have to think of it. Well, that guy doesn't seem particularly scary. Oh! Okay. One thing that we might have to do that I could agree with is maybe a bit more of a delay on the flame strike. Right, it seems to go a little bit too fast right now, or more. It might be too hard to dodge, but overall I do not believe that they are overpowered. I think the goblins are stronger. I think undeads are still very much good, right? But, oh well. How many does he have? Oh, he doesn't have any left. Let's fucking go. Let's murder him. Get rid of that guy immediately. Continue upgrading the armor. Again, I think armor is super important. We also have a whole bunch of level ups available. Yeah, I too tend to forget about them. Again, that's something that's coming soon. And got rid of him. So the last guy should be here. No. Here? Right here. That should make sense. Yeah, there he is. Okay. So we just get rid of him really quickly. Ah, there's no way he stands a chance. It's just over. No, I don't want to get hit by that.
For now.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and grab ourselves some more HP. And I guess a bigger weapon. And, yeah. One thing I also like about the goblins is that they look really funny. They're adorable. Because they are tiny and they have these giant weapons. Yeah, they're actually really quite hilarious. Okay, how many does he have left? 3! Ah, it's gonna take a while. But again, I'm not worried about this. Like, he's gonna use super peons. That's okay. Wait, where do I have my... Are they hotkeyed here? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Maybe he's not gonna use them. I mean, I kind of expect... Yeah, there we go. I expect him to. And it does make sense. I mean, since you have him, you might as well. Alright. But in the end, he's mostly just delaying the game. Okay. Ready to work. Sorry. I'm just ever so slightly stronger. Holy shit, those 4 are just tearing his entire army apart. Okay. Let's get you guys in there again. Yeah. Oh wait, did I just kill the super peon? No, I didn't. Oh man. Yeah, that's, again, currently you can, I guess, kill super peons. It's actually possible. It shouldn't be. Like, super peons should be invincible, right? They should be absolutely safe. If you use one, you are fine. That's just kind of like an oversight. Although I guess I didn't really have any input on that. That's just something Noya made by himself. But he thought that, you know, giving them 10,000 HP and like a giant split shot with 1,000 damage each is surely gonna be enough to make sure that you don't ever, you know, lose the super peon. But no, I have killed him before. That is definitely something that can happen. Okay. Oh, but he has no armor. That's why he's getting torn apart. Yeah, again, armor is super important. Okay. That should be it, probably. No, that's it. Okay, good. Good. We got rid of everybody. Let's go ahead and murder him really quickly. And that should do it. Boom. Pimp my Peon update number 2. So yeah, kind of tore these guys a little apart, but I suppose that's fine. If you're gonna play right now, you're gonna find a lot of blood elves and goblins, of course, because everybody is trying out the new races, and I would encourage you to do so as well. If you think one of them is overpowered, right? If you think that blood elves are too strong right now, again, I currently don't believe so, but I have been proven wrong before. While coming up with this ability and their playstyle, I have been proven wrong like 5,000 times. Like, I had so many ideas and none of them worked. So I'm definitely up for changing it. We have changed it so many times at this point. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll get you guys a proper Baumi place later on today. Again, as I mentioned, I spent all day yesterday working on this shit, and I tried to record until like 3 AM and it didn't work out at all. So I thought I'll just change around the order for today. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video and see you tomorrow.